Put your phone down. Now you're about to do something important. A post, a question, a new outfit, and then you freeze. A thought slithers in. What will they think? Your chest tightens. Your mind floods with worst-case scenarios, and you do nothing. Why does the opinion of others have so much power over you? In the next few minutes, you're going to understand exactly where this fear comes from, and, more importantly, how to break its hold in the next 24 hours. You're not weak. You're not too sensitive. This fear is wired into your brain, literally. Thousands of years ago, being rejected by your tribe meant death. No tribe, no food, no protection. Your brain developed an alarm system. Fit in or die. Today, that same alarm goes off when you want to post a video, speak up in a meeting, or wear something different. It's protecting you from a danger that no longer exists. But here's the catch. The alarm doesn't know the difference. So every time you imagine being judged, your brain reacts as if a lion is about to eat you. That's why it feels so heavy. That's why you stay quiet. That's why you shrink. But today, we're going to reprogram that alarm. Stop for a second. Think of a time you held back because you cared what others would think. What did your body do? Did your stomach clench? Did your palms sweat? Did your mind start spinning the worst possible reactions? That's your ancient brain trying to keep you safe. In 2012, neuroscientists at UCLA scanned people's brains while they were told they were being judged. The same areas lit up as when they experienced physical pain. Social rejection literally hurts. Your brain treats it like a broken bone. But here's what's fascinating and a little terrifying. Your brain can't tell the difference between a real threat and a perceived one. When you imagine being laughed at, your brain reacts as if you're being attacked. No wonder you freeze. But wait, that's not the worst part. The worst part isn't the fear. The worst part is what you give up because of it. You stay silent when you have something brilliant to say. You hide who you really are. You let the imaginary opinions of others dictate your choices, and the people you're afraid of, they're too busy worrying about what others think of them. You're all living in the same prison, but you're the one holding the key. A few years ago, a friend of mine wanted to start a YouTube channel. He spent months planning, writing scripts, buying equipment, but he never posted a single video. Why? What if people laugh? Meanwhile, someone else with no experience, no equipment, just started posting. That person now has a community of thousands. My friend, still waiting for the perfect moment. This is where it gets uncomfortable. The fear of judgment isn't protecting you, it's robbing you. Now, here's the truth that changes everything. No one is thinking about you as much as you think. This is called the spotlight effect. Researchers at Cornell University asked students to wear an embarrassing t-shirt, a big picture of a singer they didn't like. Then they asked the students how many people noticed. The students estimated that about half the people would notice. The actual number, less than 25%. People are so absorbed in their own lives, they barely register what you're doing. The spotlight you feel, you're the one holding it. But here's the kicker. Even if people do notice, they forget within minutes. Why? Because they're already back to worrying about their own spotlight. So let me ask you, how much of your life have you spent performing for an audience that isn't even there? If no one is really watching, why does your brain keep screaming? Because your brain is wired to overestimate threats. It's called negativity bias. Think about it. One mean comment can ruin your whole day, even if you got 100 nice ones. That's your brain scanning for danger, trying to protect you. But when you apply that to social situations, it becomes a problem. Your brain magnifies the risk. It turns a potential awkward moment into a catastrophe. A Harvard study found that the anticipation of judgment is often worse than the judgment itself. Your brain creates a horror movie in your head, and you're the main character. But here's the secret. Once you actually do the thing you're afraid of, the relief is instant. The monster was never there. So how do you stop caring so much about what others think? I'll give you 3 actions. Simple, concrete. You can start today. Action number 1. Separate fact from fiction. When you feel that knot of fear, ask yourself, is this a real danger or an imagined one? Most of the time, it's imagined. Your brain is sounding a false alarm. Name it out loud. That's just my ancient brain trying to protect me. This one step breaks the spell. You stop being a victim of your emotions and become an observer. Action number 2. Shift your focus outward. The more you obsess about yourself, the bigger your fear grows. Instead, focus on what you're trying to contribute. When you speak, focus on your message. When you create, focus on the value you're giving. When you show up, Focus on the people you're helping. You stop being the center of your own worry, and suddenly, the spotlight moves away. Action number 3. Do it, afraid. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting in spite of it. Every time you act, despite the fear, you teach your brain that the alarm was false. The fear shrinks. The next time, it's a little easier. Now imagine what happens when you start doing this. You speak your mind in a meeting. You wear what you want. You post that video. You share your idea. You notice that most people don't even notice, and those who do, they're often impressed by your courage. You become someone who inspires others to be themselves. A study from the University of California found that people who consistently act according to their own values report significantly higher well-being. You're not just freeing yourself, you're building a life where you're the author, not the prisoner. So here's your challenge. This week, choose one moment where you'd normally hold back. Do it anyway. Speak up, post it, wear it, say yes. If you ignore this, nothing changes. But if you take that one step, you'll realize something profound. The prison door was never locked. Today, you learned that the fear of judgment isn't a weakness, it's a relic, a survival instinct that's out of date. You have the power to stop letting it run your life. Tomorrow morning, come back and tell me in the comments, what was the one thing you did despite the fear? I read every comment, because this isn't just a video, it's a challenge we're doing together. If this helped you, like it, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Tomorrow, we'll talk about something that often keeps us small, even after we've freed ourselves. The imposter syndrome, why you feel like a fraud, and how to own your achievements. Until then, dare to be seen.